What's up, YouTube? I on UTV back in the building. Today, we're going to demonstrate about the verdict being handed down on one of Dolph's killers. He did a lot of things, but, when you get caught on something like that, man, you have to pay the piper, bro. I don't know if they was thinking when they did this or were they thinking clearly, but it was all messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? It was very bad, very bad. And the most killing part of it all is you only got $800 for this. So I guess Cornelius Smith, which is Young Dolph's rappy, Justin Johnson's rappy, one of Dolph's unalivers, got mad. He didn't get his money and he got locked up. So he decided to tell. It's just, I believe this case boils down to make just bad decisions in the streets and envious people. Allegedly, Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook, has had something to do with this. He's the one, allegedly, that had put $100,000 on Young Dolph's head. It was very stupid, man. These guys are all rich, man. That's what I understand. All these guys are rich, so they made it out of the hood. They made it out of the community, but instead they chose to fight in war and arguing back and forth with each other. I think Dolph was moving wrong when he came back to Memphis for the turkey drives. I guess it was just his time. God called him back. But these dudes here are left with the consequences of what they did, and they're gonna have to pay for them. Cornelius Smith is the guy that testified first day of trial. First one up on the stand, he pops up and says the whole story. Everything about what unfolded with him and Justin Johnson and Young Dolph. I'm talking about every part of the story, every single detail he had gave out. And he had said in the end that CMG paid for his lawyers. They offered to pay for both of them, but he refused and Justin Johnson took one, or vice versa. But what would a big time record label be paying for somebody's lawyer for? And usually that's not public knowledge, but by him being forthcoming with all the evidence that they needed to convict him and his partner and add other people involved in this to the list. We're going to look at what happens next in this case, because actually, man, again, like I said, this is a very stupid case. They were very stupid young men to do that to that man. It was senseless and uncalled for. And now they have to pay the piper. Cornelius Smith doesn't seem like he feels nothing's going to happen to him. Justin Johnson got life. He got sentenced to life and convicted on all charges. He'll never see the street again. He's done. You can stick a fork in him. That's it, bro. But Cornelius Smith, I'm wondering what they have in store for him and Hernandez Govain. Hernandez Govain is the guy, allegedly, that received the payment for this. And again, everybody in this was dirty. He did not pay the dues, and one of them got mad, and now here we are at court. Here we are at court explaining and justifying everything that was done to Young Dolph that day. And he doesn't seem like he's remorseful about what he's done. I don't know, man. They're going to need God on their side. Justin Johnson, bro. In 10 to 20, I would give him 10 years from now. He'll be sitting in prison. He'll be very upset about the position that he's put himself in. And then in the end, a guy you only known for 3 months or 2 to 3 months and been out to the club with a couple of times, you took on this mission with you and he told everything. So to me, in the end, everybody loses. Dolph's family, his kids, his family, his sister, his mother, his parents, everybody's gonna have to move on without him. He was probably the big fish in the family and wanted to help out. Dolph wanted to help his people move ahead. I heard he has a lot of property in Memphis. I'm not sure of that. It's just hearsay. It's the senseless homicide by two young guys. One of them a dope fiend, a pill head. Went off and then did that to him, man. It was unjust. And allegedly, Yo Gotti and his brother, Big Jook, wanted Dolph unalived. They tried to get him in Charlotte, which they shot his Sprinter van up, 100 shots almost, and just so happened the Sprinter van was bulletproof, so he didn't change planes at that time. He still got a chance to keep on living. Then they caught him in LA. They caught him in California somewhere. And they hurt him up, they shot him up, and, he had a cast on his arm for a minute. But it didn't stop him from coming back and rapping about them and laughing and joking about 100 shots and how do you miss 100 shots? Which he didn't deserve to die, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe he deserved to die, and it's just the way it is. But Hernandez Govain and Cornelius Smith are up next on the stand and to have their cases. It's really peculiar to me how the cases were separated. And they all didn't go in there together, because it's actually a waste of the state's money for them to separate three cases on somebody that's told on themselves, which he's probably getting his palm rubbed. He's getting some type of justice out of this. He's not just going to go to jail and alone without trying to bring somebody down with him. Just so happened Big Jook got unalived 8 months ago in this year. So he won't be on trial for it. He paid his price. But do you think Hernandez Govain, Cornelius Smith, Govain is fighting his case from the street. Cornelius Smith is still locked up. Govain's case is really weird. And the craziest part about this? Straight drop, and Cornelius Smith dropped the car off exactly right across the street from Hernandez Govain's house. That was really stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't think it out. Y'all just heard about the money, and tried to proceed and carry something out on them. But it didn't work out, man. It didn't go as planned. But it's amazing to me. I'm from Chicago. I don't know, but it's amazing to me how you be outside on a bond for a unaliving of someone. I never think that. Even though it happens from state to state, the law is different in every state. I understand that. But I've never seen that, for somebody to just bond out on a unaliving. Then we'll go to see what's next in this case and who's next up. Let's go. Okay, so now you have the footage of what unfolded and what happened. Bro, it was stupid to waste your life on something like that, bro. But you're gonna have to pay for it, and they convicted you, Justin Jhonson. You and Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govain, and Big Jook. are responsible for the unaliving of young Dolph. The court's not going to play about stuff like this and, taking it to trial when you know you're guilty. Even though, who am I to say, man, I don't know if these guys guilty or not, but the court has proven it and handed down a life sentence. Handed down a life sentence thing. I hope them brothers knew what they were doing. It's bad for them, man. It looks really bad for them. Couldn't find an update on them, but Justin Jhonson or Cornelius Smith trial will be coming up next, and I on UTV will be sitting right dab in the middle of it, getting y'all the story. Again, rest in peace to Adolph Thornton, young Dolph. Rest in peace to Big Jip. Just senseless murder, man, over nothing, man. Over envy, being envious. It's just bad news, man. The whole deal was bad news, man. And everybody lost. Everybody lost. And again, I'll say this before I get out of here. Young Dolph was a great rapper. Yo Gotti was a great rapper. Just didn't have to end like this, man. Think about stuff before you do it, bro. Think about the outcome before you do anything, man. Value your life. Value your freedom, man. I'm here to tell you, man. Like, share, and subscribe to ION UTV. We'll be back with the rest of the trials after this. Peace, y'all.